Hello everyone, my name is Hector Mendoza. I'm going to post this video specifically for uh, anybody that wants to train in uh, level 1 certification. So watch this. Okay, I want to show you how to draw your roof for level 1 certification, and this is for Xactimate. So Um, so this is what you would be getting basically. Now, what you see here, the measurements are totally different. Now, it'll be one that looks just like this, and I'm gonna show you some tricks that uh, that you're gonna run into. So it'll be real easy for you to draw this once you see this video. Normally, I talk real fast, but um, this is not a long video because this is simple and easy if you know what you're doing. And I'm going to explain how to do this. You're going to be able to do this easily. This is going to be the easiest part of your examination in drawing this, especially now that you're going to watch me do this. Okay, so uh, we're going to delete everything. Okay, now, so what I did was I took a photo of this, and we're going to import it so that I can explain some of the problems you're going to run into. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go to my options. I'm going to import this document that I've created for y'all, and I'm going to enlarge this. So if I uh, go right in here and oh, cancel that. Um, I'm trying to find an area that I can actually use to uh, bring a measurements. Okay, so if I go from this this corner here to this corner here, is that 34? That looks like 34.3 here. So we're gonna hit 34,3, hit OK, and then hit OK. And let me see. Uh, so I'm gonna delete that old one. Actually, you know what? Oh, okay. Here, let me see. Yeah, this is the new one. Okay, so watch this. When you're drawing this stuff, it's important to draw everything exactly the way they draw it. Okay, so and let me explain a few things. For instance, you see you have facet 1, facet 2. In this particular examination, the facets doesn't really matter that much. It's when you get into your level 2 certification that it's really important, and your level 3 that your facets are uh, correct. And what I mean by facets, you see each one of these sections, those are your facets. So, you know, when people say, hey, uh, let me know what you're going to pay, let's say for slope, the right slope, back slope. Those are not facets, okay? So a lot of people think that this is your, let's say this was your front slope. This would be part of your front slope, but this one here would be your left slope. This would be your right slope. But each one of these segments are facets. Now, so in your examination for your level 2, level 3 certification, they're going to tell you, hey, on facet 1, let's say this is facet 1. Okay, all of this is facet 1, not this, and this. This is facet 1. They're going to tell you, okay, you're going to replace the roof in that area. You're going to replace your decking in that area. So when you're drawing this stuff, you got to make sure that you draw your facets accordingly to what they are doing. So let me explain what I'm talking about. Okay, first, if you notice, there's facet 1, there's facet 2, then the next facet is 5 and 6. Well, where's 3 and 4? They don't have it in here because look, if I come down here, it goes to, so remember 6, 7, 8, and 9. They didn't put 3 and 4. So accordingly, as on how you draw is how those facets are drawn in Xactimate. So keep everything in mind what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start drawing this, and we're going to go back to that, and I'm going to show you how to get to those facets in the way that they're supposed to be. Okay, so here we go. Showtime. Okay, so I'm going to hit my F for roof. Now look right here. I have facet 1A, and then I have facet 2B, right? Now, look, so if I hit Shift Tab, look, you see how facet 2 is on the right hand side and facet 1 is on the right, but on theirs is facet 2 on the left and facet 2 on the left. What you have to do is rotate this by hitting your tab key. Now look, you see facet A, or excuse me, facet 1A, facet 2B. Now you're in line with what they're doing, like that. Now watch this. So I'm going to place this guy here, and I'm going to, so look, two ways of, well, you wouldn't have, you probably wouldn't do what I'm doing. I have this underlay so that you can see what I'm doing. But you see two ways that I could achieve the width of this thing. By, you see right here, look at my mouse. Don't look at that, what I'm drawing up there. If I go right here, and you're going to see right in here, the one that I'm drawing will line up to it, because look, you see that thing? And I'm using my mouse way down here. So I release. Now I'm going to enlarge this way. Okay, now, so what I can do, I'm going to hit Shift O just to see if I can make it straighter, and I did. Okay, I'm going to go down here and make this. Okay, so here's the deal. So now I'm going to Shift O, and I'm going to turn off the background so y'all can see a few things. Okay, so let's turn that off, and let's talk about the roof one. I'm going to hit Escape because you see it had it was still loaded. So so first of all, I take that back. Let me go to my underlayment. Let me look in the background. It's called roof one. I'm going to turn off my underlayment, and I'm going to, oh, that's what it named it. So that's what we're gonna, it's already labeled it roof one. So we don't have to label this thing. I was gonna go in here and label it by double clicking here, and you label it. Okay, so we know that we have facet 2, facet 1. When you go through your instruction sheets, it's gonna tell you, let me go to the instruction sheets, and so give me a second here, and I'll show you what those instructions are for this particular certification. So these are going to be your instructions. You go all the way down here. You know, this is talking about your rooms. You're going to have all of this when you get your certification. Now, read a button, check, playroom. Now this is telling you what you're going to replace. Then you get to your roof. But right at the beginning, it's going to tell you, complete the sketch diagram found in the image shown. You can click this image for more detail, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to tell you this, look, main roof, it's a 43 by 22, 43. Now, remember, my measurements are not going to be like this because I don't want to give out all the answers to all the tests. So watch this. This is the thing I want y'all to be aware of. Okay, you see, slope for the entire roof are 412, which is standard. That's what, when you draw a roof, that's the first thing it's going to do is give you 412, and I'm going to go over that. Now, here's where I need you to pay attention to. Overhang eaves and rakes are sitting at 16-inch. Okay, so here we go. Now let's go back to Xactimate, right here. If I click here, go to my properties, you're going to notice that you see overhang here. It says 16, right? But my overhang rakes are sitting at 12. That's standard. But they want you to change it to 16, so you need to change this to 1/6 and just hit enter. It automatically notes that that uh, that it's going to be 16s. Sometimes when you, in certain areas, when you hit a number, it knows that it's talking about feet. Here it's talking about inches. Now, so let me show you what this looks like when you put your underlayment. Okay, so look at this. You see this thing right here? I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to hit my underlayment. You see, that is, so if before, this is what it would have looked like. Here, let me go to my, before y'all had it at, the rakes were at 12. You see how it's a little bit different, and we're going to change it back to 16. Okay, so that's important. Okay, now, so we got that out of the way. So make sure every time you draw one of these roofs, make sure you're changing your overhangs right away. Now, so that's facet 1 and 2. Now let's draw the next facet. So I'm going to show you something, and then we're going to undo it. I'm going to hit my brake tool. I hit the B for brake. You can go down here on your tool thing and hit that button there. But I'm going to hit my brake tool because this is the next number that's in line, right? So I'm going to brake it here. I'm going to hit my control key. And when I extend this to create a new gable, look at this. I'm going to hit Shift U and Shift O. So you can, so look, facet 4, well, excuse me, facet 3 and facet 4. That's not what they have there. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Let's go back to your underlay, and let's go to Shift O so you can see everything. What does it say? F5 and F6. That's not what this next step is. So if you want to draw your facets exactly like they're doing, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to move this guy out of the way and not use him. Okay? And you want to go in here, and you see right now a subgroup of roof 1. You're going to have to tell it of none. Well, for right, of none. Otherwise, it is going to be part of your roof when you're estimating it. So don't just draw something and then think that you don't have to worry about the estimate. You do. So you need to remove that out of your estimate, right? So now look, now I'm going to go in here, hit my brake tool, click here, go down here, hit my control key. Now, whoa, brake tool, hit my control key. Oh, okay, now I put my brake tool in the wrong place. No big deal. I'll just move it this way. I get excited when I'm showing y'all stuff. Okay, so now look. Remember F5, F5, F6, F6. You know, A, B. Remember, it's because we have this thing down here, but we don't have to worry about that thing because if we estimate it, it's not included in part of this roof because I removed it from the sub room category. Okay, this is one of the tricks I want to show you. Now, um, so now the next step would be, so we got 5 and 6, right? So let's see what's the next facets. 7, 8, and 9. So if I hit the brake tool right here, and then I hit my control key to create this, it's going to give you a gable, but this is, so watch this. See, it's a gable, but this is not what this is. This is a hip. So if I click here, change this to a, if I type GG, no, all I have to do is just type H for hip, and automatically labels it hip. Now look what it does. So let's turn the underlayment. Let's go to, this is what you're gonna get. This is not gonna work. You have to go, before you even start doing manipulations, let's go ahead and change the overhangs, right? You see right here, it says overhangs. It says multiple. We're gonna delete it, and we're gonna say 16 inches. That way we keep everything in line. Now the next thing you wanna do is you click on the roof. Look, you see this anchor points, this little white box? Look at this area right here. Okay, so let's look at the underlayment. You see the difference? You're gonna grab this white box, anchor point, and look right in this area. You see how it goes in and turns into a perfect point? Okay, so if once I release here, well, it's still not quite all the way. I keep on going. Now look at that. You see? Watch. See? You keep on going, keep on going. Now, so that looks good, right? Now look, F7, F8, F9, just like their, so let me go to underlayment and go to this view. F7, A, F9, C, F8, B. Okay, so I'm just showing y'all some of the tricky parts about this certification. Okay, now I have 100. Well, by the time you see this, probably gonna be over 110 videos, because I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos in the next few months. So subscribe to me, Hector Mendoza. All you have to do is type Hector Mendoza and Xactimate or Symbility, and you'll see. And subscribe to me. You can see all my channel, all my videos. Now look, here's another trick, and I show how to do everything beyond level 3 certification. I've gone in and showed stuff that you're not even going to see on level 3. So just subscribe to me. There's a few things you can learn. Okay, now look. Now let me show you this little trick here. This here is an overhang, right? So if I go in here, I want you to keep an eye right here. I'm going to hit my brake tool. I'm going to click from here to here. I'm going to release. I'm not going to hold my control key because I don't want to create additional. I want to just overhang this. I'm going to click on this anchor point. Look what happens. Remember, keep an eye right here, and I'm going to move this over this way. When I move this over, whoa, look, my center, my ridge is moving on me. Okay, you don't want to do that. Real simple solution. Just grab this thing right here. You see, you're going to click here and lock that one right there. Okay, now if you hit your brake tool, you click here. Remember, keep an eye on this. If I move this back and forth, look, nothing happens. Okay, boom, there you go, man. That's all that, some of the areas that you need to be aware of, but the rest of it is real simple, you know. Well, no, I've been there where I didn't know how to even turn on the machine. more or less turn on Xactimate. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're getting your certification. Again, it really doesn't matter in facets on this certification, so don't worry too much about that. But when you start getting your level 2 and your level 3, it matters a lot. And of course, you would go in here, and so this would be roof 3, right? So you would go in here and change this to roof 3. Then you would go down here, and that's roof 2. So you double click here. It's already set to roof 2. It automatically did that. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. There's a lot more to this. This is I'm just showing y'all some of the tricky parts of the level 1, level 2. There is something. Let me show you something. I explained this level on the rooms. This is also important uh, in this certification. So watch this. You see how this thing shows to be 29.9, and but if I click here, there's actually more settings. So this things here, every once in a while, so I'm gonna change. Let me change something real quick here. No, let's look right here. Okay, so if I click here, you see right here. Well, this particular one doesn't have inches and decimals. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you go to their thing, and I go right in here, you see right here, what's gonna mess y'all up is that y'all gonna see 8 feet 5 inches and 13/16 of an inch. 8 feet 5 feet 13/16 of an inch, right? Same thing up here. Look, 11 feet 9 inches and a quarter. You're not gonna notice that because your Xactimate is probably gonna be set. If you go to your options, you see right here where it says measurements. You see where it says roofing, roof rounding. If you go to 1/16 of an inch, watch what's going to happen to my measurements. Now, instead of it saying 29 feet 9 inches, now it says 25 feet 9 inches and 15/16 of an inch. So when you're doing your level 3 certification, or well, I do it for all my level certifications. When I'm teaching everybody, I always have that turned on, so that when you hit 29, I want it to be exactly 29.9. So I hit 29.9, enter. Now when you click here, you see it's 29.9, no matter how you release that. Because when you're drawing a whole house, you add a 16th of an inch here, 16th of an inch here, 16th of an inch. You could be off a whole foot when you're drawing your level 3 certifications. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's go to let me see if I have my level 3 Billy Banks. So this is one of my guys that I showed him how to get this level 3 certification. So when you are you have all those measurements, you see, okay, you have this, all those measurements, then you got this, all those measurements. That's a lot of measurements. And if you add a 16th here, a 16th here, so this is what your level 3 certification would look like, guys. So let's go to 3D, show all. This is what you have to draw for your level 3 certification. And if you watch my videos, this will be something real simple for y'all to do, because like I said, I go way beyond level 3 certification when I'm teaching. I combine a lot of stuff, so just watch my videos, and this is simple to create something like this. This is actually simple stuff. So thank you for watching my videos, and hey, sorry, subscribe to my videos. I always forget to. Tommy always tells me, okay, that's the guy I'm training right now, and he's sitting next to me. So the reason I'm drawing this or making this video is because I'm gonna show him step by step in more detail. And if he has some problems, he can go back to this video. And he has about 2 3 more days, and he's gonna have his level 1 certification. And it's not just passing the level 1 certification. He's gonna understand Xactimate because he's gonna train with me for 10 days on Xactimate. Thank you for watching my video. And again, please subscribe to me. That way you can see all my videos.